Have you ever pondered the concept of immortality in nature? It's a question that might sound like a plot from a science fiction novel, but in the world of biology, it's a fascinating reality for one particular creature, the immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii. This small yet extraordinary species possesses a unique ability to cheat death. When it reaches maturity, it can revert back to its polyp stage, essentially hitting the reset button on its life cycle. This process, known as transdifferentiation, allows the jellyfish to bypass the conventional boundaries of aging. Imagine being able to rewind your life and start afresh, indefinitely. While this may sound like a dream come true, it's worth noting that these jellyfish aren't invincible. They can still fall prey to disease or predators. So, while immortality might seem like a concept out of fantasy, it is a reality for the Turritopsis dohrnii. Now, you might be wondering how this jellyfish achieves this feat of biological immortality. The secret, my friends, lies in a remarkable process known as transdifferentiation. This process is akin to hitting the reset button on the jellyfish's life cycle, allowing it to revert back to its polyp stage after reaching sexual maturity. Imagine if, like the mythical phoenix, you could be reborn from your own ashes, emerging anew each time you reach old age. That's what transdifferentiation is for the Turritopsis dohrnii, the so-called immortal jellyfish. This journey begins when the sexually mature Turritopsis dohrnii releases eggs or sperm into the water. These combine to form free-floating larvae, which then settle on a surface and develop into polyps. These polyps later bud off into free-swimming adult jellyfish. Now here's where the magic happens. Instead of meeting its end like most organisms, T. dohrnii has the ability to transform its cells back into a polyp state whenever it faces stress, injury, or simply ages. This is transdifferentiation. It's a bit like if a butterfly could turn back into a caterpillar, or a frog could revert to being a tadpole. The jellyfish accomplishes this by altering the state of its cells. Adult cells transform back into a more primitive state, essentially turning back the biological clock. This process allows the jellyfish to bypass aging, effectively making it biologically immortal. However, it's important to note that while this process could theoretically go on indefinitely, these jellyfish are susceptible to death by disease or predators. So, while they can potentially bypass aging, they don't actually live forever in the literal sense. This fascinating process of transdifferentiation sets the stage for a unique biological phenomenon. But what does this mean for us? Let's delve deeper into the implications and significance of this remarkable creature's biology in the next segment. But what exactly makes the Turritopsis dohrnii so special? Well, recent research gives us some fascinating answers. A team at the University of Oviedo in Spain conducted an in-depth study on the genetic differences between the immortal jellyfish and its close relative, Turritopsis rubra, which interestingly does not possess the same rejuvenation abilities. This comparative genomic study, published in the prestigious Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, has shed some light on the extraordinary rejuvenation capability of T. dohrnii. One of the key findings from this research is that T. dohrnii seems to have certain genetic variations that enhance its abilities in DNA copying and repair. It's like having a built-in genetic spell checker that ensures their DNA is copied correctly every time. This includes better maintenance of telomeres, which are the protective ends of chromosomes. In many species, including us humans, these telomeres shorten with age. It's like the plastic tips of our shoelaces fraying over time, but in the case of T. dohrnii, they seem to have a way to keep their telomeres in tip-top shape. This aspect of their genetics could be a crucial factor in their unique ability to revert to a juvenile form after reaching sexual maturity. It's like a never-ending game of biological snakes and ladders, where the jellyfish gets to slide back to the start square after reaching the top. So, what we see here is that the immortal jellyfish has a genetic toolkit that allows it to bypass the usual biological aging process. It's like having a reset button for its life cycle, a button that it can press over and over again, effectively granting it biological immortality. The genetic makeup of this jellyfish holds the key to its incredible ability to reset its life cycle. The study of the immortal jellyfish is not just a biological curiosity. It's a startling revelation that could potentially redefine our understanding of life, aging, and evolution. Let's first consider the implications for human aging and medicine. The Turritopsis dohrnii has the unique ability to revert to a juvenile state and effectively reset its life cycle. This fascinating process could offer major insights into human aging and degenerative diseases. If we can understand how this jellyfish maintains its telomeres and repairs its DNA, we could gain valuable knowledge for medical research. It's not far-fetched to imagine how this could influence the fields of aging, regenerative medicine, and even cancer research. Yet we must be cautious in our optimism. While the Turritopsis dohrnii is often termed immortal, we should differentiate between biological immortality and practical immortality. Biological immortality refers to the ability to avoid death from cellular aging, which this jellyfish exhibits. However, they are still susceptible to death from external causes like predation or disease. Lastly, let's consider the evolutionary significance. The unique life cycle of the Turritopsis dohrnii poses intriguing questions about evolutionary biology. How did such a mechanism evolve? What evolutionary pressures led to this remarkable adaptation? The answers could provide valuable insights into the evolutionary process and the diverse ways life adapts to environmental challenges. The Turritopsis dohrnii is an extraordinary creature, not only for its unique biological capabilities, but also for the scientific and philosophical questions it raises. It compels us to reconsider our understanding of life, aging, and even immortality. The Turritopsis dohrnii provides a window into the intriguing complexities of life and evolution.